Hi guys, it's Evelyn and I'm back with another video. I'm going to not inflict you with my previous recordings and I'm going to try and do this without having to edit as much as possible. So that's the reason why it's taking me so long to update, because I'm having to edit things. So excuse the ers and ums in advance, but if you want to hear my update, keep watching. Okay, so it's week 13 and it's Sunday and I've just finished my 20 miles, 32k. Let me just include what I recorded this morning just before I started. So let's just quickly put that in there. Good morning. It's Sunday, 13th of September, long run day. Today is going to be the longest run so far, 20 miles. It's about 9:30, just going to meet my friend at our starting point. Oh, couldn't sleep, so don't know how this is going to go. It's going to be a long one. I'm in Wardown Park. Pick this route. I'm supposed to loop the park first. Then I was going to do it on my own because I've been running with the... Oh, there she is, look, pretty in pink. Anyway, yeah, not looking forward to this. I couldn't sleep last night. I went to bed about 1, fell asleep on the couch though. Then I got up about 5, couldn't go back to sleep. So, don't know how today's gonna go, but I'm gonna do my best. Probably won't film during the run, but by the end I will. All right, take care, bye. Okay, so I'm not going to inflict you with the pain of going through weekly updates of how I've done over the last 13 weeks. Just know that each week is 5 days a week. A run is with 2 rest days, which I run a mile. The first run is around a 30-minute to a 45-minute run. The second run is an interval run. The third run is either a tempo run or a longer run, probably minimum 60 minutes. The fourth run has been either hill work or fartleks or tempo runs. And then the fifth run is the long run. So as you know, I've been doing like the Stopsy Striders time trials across some of these weeks. And I've not been able to stick to the plan as such. So it's sort of coordinated that a fast run, the trial runs were synced with an interval run. But again, I was probably doing shorter than I probably could have done if I had done an interval run. So some of them probably would have been 7k and I only did 5k. Sometimes I would run to the start line and then run home. So that did end up being 7k. But as you know, I was more concentrating on trying to get my 5k back down to 30 minutes because if you've watched my previous series of the faster 5k, I didn't manage to hit my target. I didn't even get to less than 33 minutes that first time round, but my time trials, because I had people helping me really. We had the team thing of it, and then I ran with Lucy and she's much faster than me, so that helped pace me and things like that, or me chasing more than her pacing me really. I was chasing her, but yeah, that helped me to get down to my fastest 5k of the year, which was 29:14. I'll leave a link to that update there. But yeah, so I'm happy with that. So now since that stopped, my 5Ks have not been less than 30 minutes, but at least I'm getting to 30 minutes something, which is good. But back to the marathon training. So I haven't fully stuck to the plan. I've done the 5 days training. I mean, the last 2 weeks, probably not so closely, but the first 10 weeks, I stuck to the plan as much as I could. So if it was a tempo run, I was doing a faster 5K and tacking on something. If it was a hill work or hill run, maybe not I maybe would not have done it on the day of the hill work session, but I was doing hill work sessions in that week. And yeah, the long runs, I've stuck to the distance for those long runs. Apart from last week, so week 12, I didn't actually do the 20 miles that I was supposed to do. I ended up only doing 6 miles in the end. But I think there was a lot of really long runs in this plan. I know it's the advanced plan that I'm doing, but it would have been 20 miles last week, 20 miles this week, 22 miles next week, 13 miles the week after, 8 miles, and then the marathon. But I realized the plan I chose was a 17-week plan, but I only have 16 weeks to do it. So I'm going to have to decide next week whether I do the 22 miles or I chop off that week to get it back in line, and therefore I get a 3-week taper as well. So I'm toying with the idea of whether I should do 22 next week or just cut it down to 13 from the next week. So I don't know, maybe I'll do in between, just sort of average out. But yeah, so overall I've been happy with doing the longer runs. It's helped me bring up my mileage. I'm back up to, I think last month was my first over 200k for the month, which is a good thing. This month I should get over 200k again with the long runs that I'm doing. Also, I entered a race at your pace distance challenge, so it's 100 miles. So I'll definitely get 100 miles for this month, and I get a purple medal and a purple compression top. So if that's not incentive enough for me, who loves purple, well, I don't know what would be. But today's run, oh my gosh, it felt long. I think last week's break was too much. I think previous week I did 18 miles, which was okay, still long, but it was, I got a bit disheartened because the person I ran with, Lucy, she's faster than me. However, she doesn't do the longer distances, but she can run. If she doesn't have to stop, she can run. And I think she could have done the whole thing if she didn't have to stop. But she's like way ahead of me, and it really disheartens me because I just don't see her. So it's like, why we shouldn't bother running together if that's going to be the case. And I end up going slower and slower and slower. I can't keep up. So I said, that wasn't last week, that was the week before. So I said, oh, basically, I'm not going to run with you now on the Sunday. I'll just run on my own. But this week, I ran with Kawinda, who's also doing the virtual London now as well. So we ran together. She stayed with me, so I felt better. She started a bit earlier, so she had done maybe 2 miles, so she was more tired. She got to her like 15 miles, 60 miles, obviously earlier than I did. So we sort of did run walk halfway through. And then we parted ways because she started earlier. So I switched the route so that she could go home earlier, and then I finished it off. So it was a nice route, a bit too hilly in parts, but very slow. And I ended up doing it in 4 hours and I think 18 minutes, something like that. 16 minutes, 4 hours 16. And I think my last 20 mile I was 4:11 on my own. Oakley last year was 3:25, which doesn't bode well for the actual day. It looks like I'm on target for 5 hours 12, it seems, but I'm going to try and do under 5 hours. I don't want to be longer than Paris. Paris is 4:54. So I plan a route of 3 loops, 9-mile loops. I'm not gonna come home, because if I come home I'll just not go out again. So I'm gonna drive my car to Wardown, put some refreshments in the boot, and then do 9 miles, refill if I need to, do another 9 mile different loop, refill if I need to, and then it's just under, I think it's probably 8 miles the last loop. So I haven't actually planned the route, but that's the idea. I saw this on one of the Facebook groups, so I thought, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm still in my gear because I just got back. I'm wearing my Paris Marathon bag, which didn't come with the hydro pack. I actually bought a purple one, but it was bigger because it doesn't have the strap that goes across your chest, and it was rubbing my neck. So I took the water bag out of that one and put it in the Paris bag. And it's such a smaller bag, so it fits better. It's got a chest strap, so it doesn't move around. So it worked out really well. So I've got my Paris Marathon vibes with me when I run, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm glad that I got to 20 miles. A lot of, the first part went slow because it takes me about 3 miles to warm up. The second part was okay, warmed up. We did the Alf Brown route. I ran up Killer Hill again. Yes, all the way, did it. So probably not faster than my time trial because there's the Alf Brown time trial. That's probably not as fast, but the fact that I did it still, I was happy. And then after that, just thinking about how far we had to run, it was a run walk for most of the remaining. Then I had a pit stop at Sainsbury's, wanted to buy some water and Lucozade, and I used my Smart Shop app, which is so cool, but for some reason it didn't want to let me go through normally, so they said I had to wait for them to come and check it. So I had like a 20-minute, I don't know exactly how long, but it felt like 20 minutes. So my lapse time probably looks like 5 hours, but really it was probably about 4 hours 25 or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, I'm really tired. But I'm happy that I've ran, and I'm gonna edit this and post it today if it kills me. And at least now you're all up to date with my runs, with my training plan. I'm gonna have to edit. I didn't want to edit, but I probably will edit. Not as much as I need, not as much as I usually do, but I will have to edit something. Anyway, so glad that I've done it. 20 miles, only 6 miles and more to do, which I feel I can manage it. It's gonna take me over an hour probably. It's gonna be slow, but yeah, I'm happy I can do it. All right, well, hope you enjoyed watching. If you do like, please select the thumb like, and if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, bye.